This is the question portion for video module 6, note-taking. If you haven't already, go ahead and open up the Google assessment form located below video module number 6. Question 4. If you use 5 sources for a research project, how many notes pages will you need? If you use 5 sources for a research project, how many notes pages will you need, according to Mrs. Jewell's note-taking method described earlier in this video? Pause the video here and answer question 4. Question 5. Click the link in question 5 to open the article you will be using for the next few questions. What is the article's title and author? So click the link in question 5 on the Google form to open the article, and then in the answer box for question 5, what is the title and author of the article? When you click the link, this is the article that will come up. So in the answer box, you will include the title and the author of this article. And an example of what that will look like is right here. So let's say the article title is How ISM Addresses Academic Anxiety, and the author is Bill Brown. This is what I include in the answer box for question 5. Pause the video and answer question 5. Question 6. Skim through this article. What 3 subtopics can you identify from this article? These will eventually become the 3 columns for your notes page. So once again, skim through the article and come up with 3 broad categories of information that appears in the article. These then will become your subtopics in the 3 columns on your notes page. So an example from the fictional article that I had in my previous example of the article called How ISM Manages Student Academic Anxiety. Let's say I look through that, and the 3 broad types of information discussed in the article are IB stress, social stress, and then ISM programs and activities that help stress. So you will do this for the article that you just opened. Pause the video and answer question 6. Question 7 has 3 parts. Part 1, click the link in question 7 to open a blank notes page. Print out the page. Label the page using a pen or pencil with title, author, and the 3 subtopics that you identified in question 6. So click the link in question 7 to open the blank notes page. Print it out and then actually label it with title, author, and the 3 subtopics that you just identified in question 6. When you click on the link, this will come up. So print it out and then actually include what would a kind of a general topic be that you might be doing a research project on, and then the title, the author. You can skip this down here because I actually provided the source for you, so you didn't find it yourself and may not actually know if this is a database article, Google Scholar, Google, or book. And then pause the video and complete part 1. Part 2. Complete the notes page by taking notes on the article that you used in question 5 or 6. So complete this notes page thoroughly by taking notes on the article from question 5 or 6. Don't be lazy. Consider underlining or annotating the article first. So like in the demonstration that I did, I actually underlined and annotated the article, which only took, 5 or 10 minutes, and then that allowed me, when I took notes, to just skip my eyes to the different factoids and keywords and phrases that I had underlined and annotated already. So this is your chance to practice the skill, which will definitely be beneficial to you later on. A few tips to remember when filling out your notes page: use bullet points to separate your facts. No complete sentences. This will avoid plagiarism, plus there's no room for complete sentences. And finally, use your own words. This will allow you to process the information better, and again will help you avoid plagiarism. You can always use direct quotes, of course, so if there's something in an article that you want to use, you can either transcribe it directly in quotation marks on your notes page, or you can, if you've printed out the article, circle something like a direct quote in the article that you want to use, and then just make a notation on your notes page that there is a direct quote that you would like to use in that article. And pause the video and complete part 2. And then when you're ready, part 3. Now, take a photo of your completed notes page. Upload the photo to your Google Drive. change the sharing settings on your photo to public or anyone with the link can view, and then paste the link to your photo into the answer box. So once again, you or a friend use your phone to take a photo of your notes page, and then upload that to your Google Drive, share the photo, first change the settings to be public or anyone with a link can view. Don't just share it with me, Mrs. Duell, because I may not be the person who's actually looking at your assessment. And then paste the link to your photo into the answer box. I've been assured by the tech people that everyone should know how to do this by now. If you don't know how to do this, ask a friend, or you can come and see me or any of the tech people. And then this is what you should have pasted into question 7. Simply a link. And so then if I clicked on that link, I would see something like this. This is a cell phone picture of a completed notes page. You'll notice it's all completely labeled with the author, organization, and then the title. I've got, oh, and also make sure to label your subtopics. So these would be those 3 broad categories of information. Label those. And then just look, I've got bullet points, no complete sentences, just factoids. It's all in my own words. I use a ton of symbols and stuff that probably nobody else understands but me. But I was thorough, and this is going to help me when I go and actually start to put my paper together. Pause the video and complete part 3 of question 7. Question 8. Click the link in question 8 to open an article about longhand note-taking. In a sentence or two, summarize the main idea of this article. So click the link in question 8 and read an article about longhand note-taking. In a sentence or two, summarize the main idea of this article. What is it saying? This is the article. It's pretty short. Just a brief couple of sentences summary of what the main idea is. Pause the video, complete question 8. And then question number 9, final question here in the video. Describe your note-taking process. So just reflect on what you do. And I mean for both individual research papers, research projects, and or for lectures if you're in class and your teacher's lecturing and you're supposed to take notes. Do you take notes, first of all? If so, do you use a computer? Do you use paper? If you use a computer, do you use a Google Doc? Do you copy and paste? Do you actually type your own words? Do you use bullet points? And then do you have a system of organization in any way, shape, or form? Do you tag things? Do you have folders? How do you organize your notes? This is just a question for you to reflect on. Write a couple of sentences about your own process. And then when you're finished with this, just answer that final question on the Google form and you will have completed video module 6. And then just one final note, try taking notes this way. Experiment in an upcoming assignment and see what changes. I guarantee that developing a note-taking system will help you now and in your future. And then my little formula for success is longhand plus organization equals success. I have longhand in parentheses because there is some argument. I think some teachers certainly feel that taking notes in a computer, if you've got it organized, is just as powerful and efficient and effective as longhand. I personally like longhand notes, and I really think especially when students are learning about note-taking, it's the best way. But certainly, whether your notes are longhand or electronic, you need to have some kind of organizational system. If you do those two things, you will have a lot of success, and I wish that for all of you.